everyone. So today in this video we will be covering about uniform distribution. So let's begin with it. So first of all, if we only know the minimum and maximum boundaries of a variable, and absolutely nothing else, then the uniform distribution is our most mathematically honest choice, and it plays no favorites and adds no skew. So in information theory, we say it as maximum entropy for a bounded space. Okay. Now, this is the formula here, like h of x is equals to the natural log of b minus a. Moving on forward, since we all know that the difference between discrete and continuous variable, so let's look at how this applies to both. So the discrete uniform is like a step stool, like equally likely outcomes, like a rolling die, and the continuous uniform is like poured concrete. So it smoothly fills the space. And as you know, like from continuous random variable, the probability of a landing on one exact single point is zero in continuous um, in this continuous uniform distribution. Okay. Now uh, here's your master table. So you already know the how PMF, PDF, expected values and shape matrices like skewness work. So notice that the center point is simply the midpoint for both, but uh, just put a close attention to the variance. Like never use the continuous variance formula for discrete data, or your calculation will be critically wrong, of course. So like see this formula, variance of n square minus 1, variance is equals to n square minus 1, all divided by 12. Then there is continuous variance formula, which is b minus a whole square upon 12. So that's all for this slide. Then now geometry of variance. So you already know what variance is, but look at how it scales here. So if you double the physical width of your interval, your variance does not just double, it quadruples. So there is a heavy quadratic penalty on stability when you make your boundaries wider. Now the variance of a variance of a times x is equals to a squared times the variance of the x. Okay. Now, this is the standard uniform distribution. So, bounded exactly between 0 and 1, because the area is just a perfect 1 by 1 square. The PDF and CDF math is trivial. Okay. The simple featureless block is the universal seed for generating all random numbers in software. So, the formula is like big F sub x of x is equals to x. So now, because we already understand the CDF, the trick will make perfect sense. So we ask the computer to generate a raw random decimal from a 0 to 1 uniform seed. So we map that decimal horizontally to our target CDF curve and reflect it down to the x-axis. Now this perfectly reshapes the flat randomness into whatever the specific distribution we actually need. Okay. Now the formula here, it is if u is distributed as uniform 0 to 1, then the inverse CDF of y is evaluated to u. Okay. And then it is distributed as y. Now, think of that standard uniform seed like a beam of white light. So, by passing it through the prism, we get a different inverse CDF. So, we can transform it into other distribution we have previously covered, like Bernoulli exponential geometric distribution. Okay. Now, these are advanced mechanics. So, here's an um, elegant mathematical property. When you generate multiple independent uniform variables and sort them, they naturally segment the space. And if you drop n random points onto this line on average, so they will just chop the line into n plus 1 perfectly equal intervals. Okay. Now here's the formula. The expected value of kth order statistic is equals to divided by n plus 1. Okay. Now, like a quick reminder on continuous PDF. So the height of the graph can absolutely exceed 1 as long as the total area remains exactly 1. And also remember that once we sort uniform variables, the resulting sequence is no longer uniformly distributed. So finally, for the continuous ranges, including or excluding the exact boundaries, points changes nothing about the probability. Okay. Now this is the ML engine. Why does this matter in the real world, first of all? So, the uniform distribution is the foundational layer of machine learning, and it is used to safely initialize weights in neural networks, and it acts as the starting point for all stochastic random number generators, and it provides a completely um, uninformative prior in Bayesian models, and it helps if our predictive models are properly calibrated. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you find any kind of mistake, you can just comment me down. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.